search of breakfast sandwich. In search of breakfast sandwich.
There you have it, the Carl Blemming channel, the Carl Blemming breakfast sandwich bonanza. You know, he does a series on breakfast sandwiches, and this will be my contribution. What? Oh my God, look at that. Look how delicious that looks. That looks phenomenal. That should be walking on a runway somewhere at some fashion show. That looks ahead of its time, you know, but look how big these biscuits are. I made these biscuits a couple of days ago specifically for sandwiches. That's why they're so oversized, you know, big biscuits. But I'm throwing them in the oven to heat them up, and then I'm gonna throw a little scrambled egg, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of ham, and some mayonnaise on a sandwich. First thing I'm gonna do, boom, is saute up my my jalapenos here that I got diced up, chopped up. You can use chili peppers, you know, whatever. You know what's really good is chili garlic sauce in a breakfast sandwich, you know. Got my egg whisked up, boom, throw a little bit of half and half in there, or milk, anything like that. Just a drop will lighten up your eggs, make them a little less heavy, you know. Throw them in a skillet, stir it around so that the peppers or whatever the hell you're going to put in there, onions, anything you want, gets evenly distributed throughout the egg. And then I'm just going to leave it alone for a few minutes until it cooks through, you know. Throw a little paprika on there. You put whatever kind of seasoning you want. Just a little itsy bitsy teeny tiny bit of smoked paprika is a nice little flavor. It's easy to overdo with that though, so you got to be super careful. You know, while my pan is still hot, boom, I'm gonna throw my ham in there and start to heat it up. While that's going on, I'm gonna slice my biscuits. You know, not rocket science here. You know, there's nothing too special about this. It's just, you know, this is how we do breakfast sandwiches, because we don't have a microwave, so we ain't going out and buying all that, you know, microwavable space age astronaut cardboard breakfast sandwiches that the Carl Blemming channel loves. You know, this is what you need to do, Mr. Blemming. You need to make some biscuits, and I'm going to put the recipe for these biscuits at the end of this video. You know, just make you some biscuits, throw a little bit of mayonnaise on them, some salt and pepper, and then that's it. You know, then you can go ahead and load it up with, boom, some hot ham. You know, and this is my theory. So I put my hot ham on my biscuit bottoms here, and now I'm going to put my cheese slices across the top. I'm not going to melt the cheese, you know. I put it on the ham, and then, you know, the heat from the ham, plus I'm going to top it with my warm egg, right, because my egg's still a little bit warm, and I'm going to sandwich my cheese in between there. And my theory is, my opinion is, the cheese will get soft enough, you know. Some people disagree. Some people think that it needs to be melted on there properly, you know, but I don't think so. This is good enough for me, so it's probably good enough for most people. But anyway, there you have it. That's my breakfast sandwich right there. Throw the tops on there. It's good to go. The key is, you know, making it at home, nice and fresh. Avoid the freezer, avoid the microwave. So go ahead, camera girl. Give it the big breakfast sandwich, early morning bite. Looks like you got everything you need. I know the cheese isn't melted.
And it's cold.
What do you mean it's cold? It's the perfect temperature. Is it too big? You want the cheese melted? Be honest. You don't need the cheese melted, do you? You do? You're going to melt the cheese? Man, I don't melt the cheese. The cheese gets soft enough in here. She's crazier than a bed bug. This is perfect. This is better than the ones I made yesterday. I made a breakfast sandwich yesterday, but I didn't put jalapenos in it or smoked paprika, so they didn't have enough oomph. These got plenty of oomph. I can't believe you're in there fixing my breakfast sandwich.
I'm not fixing it. I'm just doing something extra that I wanted.
Oh man.
Nothing wrong with that.
My food got sent back to the kitchen.
Huh?
I was saying my food got sent back to the kitchen. The customer was like, "Could I get this cheese melted, please?"
And the biscuit heated through.
The biscuit was heated. I put it in the oven and had it sitting in there.
Or
Before, yeah, that way, you know, Kind of warms it up, but not overly hot. That way it doesn't fall apart. That's biscuit science, man. Anyway, there you go. You can melt the cheese if you want, but damn it, I already did enough work. Alrighty, so I missed your melted cheese. Camera girl threw it in the oven, melted it up.
Plus, it heated up everything.
Plus, it heated up everything. Well, you can't expect, you know, ultra hot biscuit, you know, when I'm having to do all the videotaping by myself.
Exactly. I didn't say it had to be that hot, but you were talking too much.
Now that you've got the cheese melted, you take a bite and tell me if it makes that big a difference.
Whoops. Okay.
Go ahead. Look at you struggling. Look at that big, beautiful biscuit. Look at you falling apart now. Oh man. Well, I'm the king of room temperature. Son of a beach. Alrighty, there you have it. There's my semi-fresh breakfast sandwich. You know, if you want something microwaved, then go check out Carl Blemming's selection of sandwiches over on his channel and see if there's something there you feel like nuking.